sir muuqaalka naga go'ay marka مسلمين هاني كسوقات كلام سيد عدالة لمبر كان كسي قرن واحد طلبنا يعني عدالة مدام الشيخ محمد حسن وكوحا لو قرين بشي دباكا الصومالي وكما قبل طوعي دكم ريتي مسلمين تاع وكان كامل بشي كيدا مسلمين حين او عدالة بحث ان عدو طول كسوقين بلين صعب حتى الركوع جهني هاي degmada ama xafiiska gudoomiyaha gobolka oo ay dalka Mareykanka si looga dalbado cadaalad oo dadka ka dambeeyay dhibaatooyinka kacsiga muuqaalka
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. وأنت وحين سقولني مد إن حقي يجي شيخنا إمام كنا محمد حسن رهدينه من السنة إلا عن هلا إن شاء الله تعالى إلا كمنان صومالي مسلم قال عدل باشتي حقنا الرئيسين. بارك الله فيك.
الله شكرا مسيني ونعرف تذكر وقامين يواعي بدي بحاسي ما تعتاد ولا الشيخ الموضوع ما مثل كله ما عرفت تكنان له مسؤول يا لو طلبني عدالة الشيخ
baanu dhinaca kale u goynaynaa sida hawlkana waa building shaft waay si taxadar leh ee wadada loo goyto
Let's go. Go. Then we're gonna make it right. I want no question will be out there. The other hand is supposed to be right? ما هو ايش شيء انا يقول تحت ايوه ايه خلاص كم تحت والله لك اكسس قليل marka horseed halkan baa loo qabtaa stage waa halkan deeri halkan baan istaagaynaa dadku halkan ay booqanayaan gadaale innagu halkan dadku ugu horeeyaan hadlayaan
had soo gaarnay gobolka xarunta
we can all see it. We're waiting for legal advisors.
ama xarunta dowladda sida inaan wadanka Soomaalida inta loo eejiyo waxay dalbanayaan cadaalad
We're asking the legal team to come here so that they can give us the remaining directions. What is Yasmin and Kevin? You know, we have more crowd coming, so that's why
soo gaarnay shirarka oo dadku ay ku dalbanayaan cadaalad in loo keeno meesha Hanteya waa shirarka meesha oo state oo ay loo aqoonyo Soomaaliyeed iyo dad kale oo cadaan ah waddanka u dhashay oo muslimiina iyo kuwa muslimiin ahayn
you can come forward. You can come forward. You can come forward all the way to the
looma kala harin qof kasta oo cadaalad darro necab ayaa soo gaaray dadku waxay haystaan sawirasha waxaan qasan si lagu raadiyo cadaalad waxaa laga yaabaa inaan codkayga la maqal wadii soo qoryan jiro codkaaga maqalna marka soo maaska igu jiro oo saaray
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for everyone coming in today to show support for our Imam, Dr. Mohamed Hassan. What I would like to do first, I would like to have the trade leaders come forward, speakers, and then we will have those speakers with the banners behind them, and then we will have the Somali Imams on the third row.
meesha city hallka aan joogno waa dadkii oo dhan aan meesha joogay downtownka oo ku soo waca jaajarkiisa iyo dandaba halkan yaalo jaajarka aliyo korontaa halkan Excuse me, bro.
So,
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna be not be carabelle.
Assalamu alaikum.
sir. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Again, thank you very much. You all know that we are here today to show support for our brother, late brother, Imam Mohamed Hassan. He was a father, he was a brother, he was a husband, he was a community leader, he was an imam, and the most important, he was a man of all humanity. We are here again to show that support in solidarity. We have here faith leaders, community leaders, business leaders, and they would be addressing the crowd. So I would wanted to introduce first Imran Malik, who would also be introducing us the rest of the speakers, and we would be going from there. Again, our march for today is seeking justice for Imam Mohamed. Imran, please come forward, and then we would go from there.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, and peace be with you all. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal asr, innal insana lafi khusr. إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Dear brothers and sisters, before I go any further with my remarks and also introducing our interfaith partners who have been here for the last 35 years, working with us in solidarity of building bridges and fighting for peace and justice in our beautiful city. I will also like to take a pleasure to introduce the son and the daughter of Imam Mohamed Hassen, the late. They are also here with us. So inshallah, once we are done with our notes and our comments, inshallah, please take time to do the condolences with them as well, inshallah. And there will be a lot more that the Somali leadership, inshallah, from the Central Ohio will be doing forward, collaborating and letting everybody know what the status is of this case that we unfortunately has been witnessing for last quite some time. Dear brothers and sisters, the beautiful city of Columbus has lost a loving father, a husband, a family man, and a leader who was not loved by few, but thousands of people all around the nation and also abroad. This beautiful soul was lost to an act of senseless violence and hatred. This is not the first time a faith leader, a social advocate, and a peace builder has been targeted in our beautiful city. You all remember a couple of years ago, a youth advocate, Amber Evans, also unfortunately had the same destination of being brutally murdered by her kidnappers. And that this tragedy unfortunately takes home the memories of Amber Evans as well. But let's hope that and pray that it is definitely the last time our city is witnessing such tragedy. Our city has seen enough of such violence, and it's time we put an end to such atrocities and life-lost tragedies. We request our city's leadership, our law enforcement, and our public safety to bring justice, and don't let any stone be unturned in their efforts to resolve the case of Imam Mohamed. The family of the Dr. Mohamed and all those who we have lost into the senseless hate and homicides over the years, you all have our support. The Muslim community stands united with all our American brothers and sisters, locally and nationally, for support and solidarity for social justice for everyone. We are each other's keepers, my brothers and sisters, and together we move forward and stronger as a city and as a multicultural community and a nation. There is no room for hate in our Central Ohio ecology, and that's the message we have to send out loud and clear. And your presence today here is definitely a symbol and a representation of that conviction and messaging out to everyone that there is no hate in Central Ohio. My brothers and sisters, we call everyone who stands here under the sovereignty of the American flag that justice shall prevail, justice shall propel, justice shall thrive, and justice shall see no color, race, or creed in our societies, to give hope a full-fledged chance for a brighter and prosperous tomorrow for everyone. My brothers and sisters, let's unite our efforts and put our conviction to work. We all need to do our parts, and I would like to re-echo the famous saying of Martin Luther Jr. King, the best leader our nation and our land has seen in decades and centuries. He said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We are caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied in a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects everyone." My brothers and sisters, we all came here in peace, we marched in peace, and we all will leave in peace as well. Now let's hear from all the great faith leaders of our community. It's my utmost pleasure to first introduce Rabbi Sharon Mars, who has been an interfaith partner, an advocate, and a leader of Temple Israel. And they recently had a new building here built in downtown Columbus. I would urge you all to definitely come out and visit them. And let's continue this partnership and collaboration and our messaging of solidarity together.
Thank you, Imran. Thank you so much. I have a very short comment for you, my friends. And it's what we just did, but it's what we'll keep on doing. It comes from Psalm 23, and the words in Hebrew go like this: Gam ki elech beged salmavet, lo irara ki ata imati. Yea, though I walk through the valley of deep darkness. Yea, though I walk, and I will walk, and I will walk some more, and we will have to walk this terrible road that is in front of us. Your community has lost so much. Our community has lost a great man. And the only solution is to keep on walking. That's the operative verb. Walk out of that valley. Walk and give a hand up to the next person that's next to you. Walk and see behind the mask of the human that's right there next to you. That's not a person with a particular skin type or a particular race or a particular religion. They are all of that and more. They're a beating heart. They're a pulsing soul. And if we cannot see behind these masks at last and see each other as the human beings that we are, then we will never be able to walk out of that valley. But I know we can walk together. I know we have what's in us. And I bless you, my friends, with nothing but the power to walk.
Thank you again, everyone. We have the faith leaders, as I have said earlier, from all across the nation. Some of them will speak to you and address the crowd. But before that, I would wanted also to introduce you Kale Director, Kale Ohio Director, Amina Burhan, and then she's gonna say a few words, and then the remaining speakers will follow. We will try at least to keep it as short as possible, and I would ask everyone at least to keep it to 3 minutes, no more than 3 minutes, please. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Amina Barhumi. I'm the acting executive director of the Ohio chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations. What a beautiful gathering. What a beautiful gathering for a beautiful soul. Imam Mohamed died. But our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, has taught us when you pass away, you leave behind 3 things. 1, sustainable charity. Imam Muhammad, there is not one person in need that was around him, or a cause or a project. I met beautiful family members and extended family members over the course of days. I did not have the pleasure to know Imam Muhammad really well, but I've learned so many beautiful things about him. And one thing that we know is that he leaves behind a sustainable charity. I'm going to put a plug for a Launch Good campaign that his children have put together. launchgood.com/M for Mohammed, H for Hassan, and then A for Adam. MHA. And if you go there, you're able to contribute to sustain this legacy of his, because these are rewards that he continues to have even if he's not with us. The second thing that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us that someone who dies leaves behind is knowledge that is perpetual. Along the course of just a week, I've met so many of his students and so many individuals that he's taught. What they carry on is a legacy of his. He lives in every single one of them, and the knowledge that he passed on, whether it be knowledge of Quran, knowledge of mentorship, knowledge of how to just live your life as a good citizen, that is something he passes on and gets rewarded for every moment you make those good choices. And another thing that is left behind are children that continue to say prayers. And what I've learned along the way is that there's the family, the immediate family, and then there's the focused family. And I think everyone that stands here today understands that he was part of their family, and that we're all at some capacity going to make dua for him. And that is the kind of legacy he lives on. And that is the kind of beautiful person he was. And I'll say this, we march peacefully. We're here to show the city that this is a man that is special to us, that is loved, It is not okay to murder a black immigrant Somali visibly Muslim man and get away with it. We march peacefully, but we also are ready at a moment's notice. If anything does not go the way that it should, that we will hold those accountable. And everybody here knows this.
Yes.
No one's speaking up because we want to be able to have his legacy live on. But at a moment's notice, we are ready. And there are hundreds and thousands of others that don't stand here today across the country and across the world that we know will do the same. And so we just want to be able to say that loud and clear in case it is not. Thank you.
What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Justice. What do we want? Justice. When we want justice? Now. When we want? Justice. When we want justice? When we want? What do we want? What do we want?
Justice.
What do we want?
Thank you.
When we want? When we want?
Thank you, Amina. Again, we would want it to keep as short as possible. We're all here to show that support for seeking justice for Imam Mohamed. I have here to welcome to the podium Rabbi Hilal Iskan, Congregation Traverse Israel.
Salam alaikum. In the story in the beginning of the 5 books of Moses, holy text to us all, talks of Cain and Abel, 2 brothers who, despite the fact that they had no one else to talk to in the world of sibling relations, could not find a way to get along. And after Cain takes Abel's life, God comes and says, "Where is your brother?" And Cain says, "Hashomer achi anochi, am I my brother's keeper?" And as was mentioned just a few moments ago, yes, we are our brother's keeper. And God says quite clearly, I know what happened, because kol demei achicha tzoakim elai min ha'adama, which means the blood of your brother is shouting out to me from the ground. Well, the blood of our brother, the blood of this beloved Imam, of this beloved leader, of this father, of this incredible charitable man, is calling out to all of us from the ground. And it is our responsibility to remember that we are each other's keepers. We stand for one another. And to figure out who is Cain in this story. And to make sure that that blood cries out for good and for continued friendship and community, and for acts of kindness and acts of love and acts of peace for one and all, to perpetuate his memory and to foster the siblinghood and the brotherhood and the sisterhood and the kindness and the wonderful community that we work toward here in Columbus. Hamakom yanachem etchem. We pray that God bring comfort and consolation to those in mourning, and that may the one who brings peace on all of us bring peace to this community as well. We say together, Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Hilal. We have also here, one thing we all know for sure, that Imam Mohamed has touched so many lives. We wanted to keep that legacy. All show support, and let us all make sure that that legacy stays alive. I would wanted to welcome to the podium to Rabbi Sharon Maris. Okay, then we can move to the next. Tom Fanson from Fast Community Church of Dublin, and then he will say a few words too.
Assalamu alaikum. My speech will be short. I'm worthy to be speaking you
Okay, we will have here Shiekh, the
In the name of Allah, the Merciful, the Compassionate, first and foremost, I want to thank our brothers and sisters in humanity who came here to support the interfaith group. Second, I want to say a few words about Mohamed Hassan. My name is Tano, and I'm the Outreach Director of SICO, Somali Islamic Centers of Ohio. Mohamed Hassan and myself were fundraising for the famine in Horn of Africa few days before he disappeared. He was taking care of the orphans. He was feeding the homeless. His Friday sermons revolved around hope and mercy and love and compassion. Him and I were doing together a program for the youth to stay away from drugs, to stay away from gangs and violence and etc. Mohamed Hassan always used to say, and I have learned this from him and I will say it from here, he taught me to say, aspire to inspire before you expire. I memorized this from him. I personally lost a brother, a friend, and a comrade. I ask the Almighty to bless his soul. I ask the Almighty to give tranquility to his grieving family. We have his daughter and we have his son. And I really want to say something here about his son, and I hope I have the permission from him. When we came to the scene of the body of our brother and Imam Mohamed Hassan, and we were all grieving and crying, he grabbed me by the hand and he said to me, Ader Horset or Uncle Horset, it's time to pray. And wallahi, Allah is my witness, at that moment I was not even thinking about prayers. But his son grabbed my hand and said, it's time to pray. And this is the legacy of Sheikh and Dr. Imam Mohamed Hassan. Thank you so much for coming here, and let's continue to revive the legacy of Imam Mohamed Hassan in our heart. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Imam Horset. What we would do is we would have two speakers introduced by Imran, and then we would have the imams on the second row to also address the crowd. Please, again, we thank you so much for all of you coming out and showing support. We truly appreciate it. Imran?
Assalamu alaikum once again. It's my pleasure to introduce Reverend Pastor Emily Cross, who has been a faith leader and interfaith leader, as well as she's the associate pastor at the church, the First Community Church, right where we started the march. And that's the point where we have the Social Justice Park of America as well, which is the only symbol that stands as a solidarity from Columbus as a symbol of social justice in the entire America. So Emily, if you can please say a few words as well.
Assalamu alaikum. We gather on these steps because we are grieving the man who so many knew and so many who did not know him but will know of his story soon. We gather on these steps with hearts grieving, but with hope in our hearts. The God that I know leaves us gifts. The person who dies leaves us gifts. The gift of education, the gift of charity, the gift of love, the gift of aspiring to inspire. And the person who leaves us also leaves us the gift of hope. That even in the darkest of despairs, in the deepest, darkest valley that Rabbi Mar spoke of, God does not leave us alone. That our God meets us there and will never let us go. And so for all who grieve this day, know that God is with you. And for the family and all those who knew Dr. Imam Mohamed Hassan, we ask and we pray, and we will continue to pray, that God will rest on our hearts and encourage us this day and always. And we know that there is too much violence on the streets of Columbus today. The last day of 2021 cannot be the story that moves into 2022. And it does not have to be a story about violence and guns and murder. It needs to be a story of love, a story that comes from my heart to yours and from yours to others, and all of us working together. My heart is grieving. The Christian community that I am a part of is praying for your community every day and every week in our prayers. May God be with you this day and always.
Thank you, Emily. And it's again my pleasure to introduce our last speaker from the Interfaith community and also from the community advocacy group, Morgan Harper. She is running for U.S. Senate, and she's also fighting for the social advocacy and social justice for each and every minority that calls Columbus as their home. So Morgan, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ramona, for the community for having me. And my deepest condolences to the family for what's occurred. And thank you to the organizers who have brought us together. This is truly a sad day for all of us in Columbus, for all of us who care, who know what the legacy of Dr. Mohamed Hassan was, that was rooted in community and love. And the reason why I find myself in politics at all is because I got sick of trying to convince people to do the right thing, to understand the experiences that we're having at the community level, and just wanted people who would do it, who would feel what we feel. And I know that today we are all feeling that tremendous amount of sadness and fear and anxiety and hurt. So my only message really today, and ask of all of you, is that today isn't the last day that we all come together. That we know to get justice in the city of Columbus can sometimes be a long journey, but it is a journey that we will all take together in the memory of Dr. Mohamed Hassan and all that he stood for. And as was just mentioned, and this can't just be about justice for one, we truly have to work towards becoming a place in a city and in 2022 where no violence occurs at all. Because that is how we will best reflect the legacy of what he stood for. My heart again goes out to the family, to the community, to all of us. Because as we have seen over the past couple of years, and as many of us have known for a long time, we are tied together eternally. Our vulnerability is collective, and our freedom will come as well together. Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan. It's about Asr time, so what we would do is we would have the Somali Community Association of Ohio's president, Mr. Hassan Umar, say a few words, and then after that we would be praying Asr, and then we come back and then do the remaining speakers.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Faith leaders, community leaders, everybody who came here to show support on behalf of the Somali community, thank you very much. This shows that Muhammad did not left from the Somali community, but he left the entire community in Columbus. I personally know Mohamed Hassan the first day he came to Columbus. And even that day we did not have any worship places. Together we worked together. And we found a space where actually he organized and made a fundraising and created the biggest mosque in Columbus. The last time I worked with him is during the coronavirus, when the lockdown, everybody was staying home. He had a food bank, and we worked together to reach out the people who were in need, people who didn't have a food. We did not scare the corona. He did not scare. So Mohamed was, I have to say that he left a legacy that we'll never forget it. But we are praying for him. We're giving the condolences to his family. And everybody came in here. Also, thank you very much. I will say a couple of words in Somali language because everybody, I know some people don't speak Somali English, and they've been here today. So I'm cultural understand. aad iyo aad waxaad ugu mahadsantihiin inaad noo timaadeen walaalayaal kulligiin inta meesha noogu timid sharaf bayna noo tahay in maanta inta walaalkeen oo naga dhintay geeridu waa xaq weeye inaynu sagoontino kuna sagoontino inay nagala soo qayb galaan dadka diimaha haysta oo dhan hadday ahaan lahayd Christian, Jews, Hindus, everybody, Muslims are here today to support us. sidaa daraaddeed innaga waxaana waajiba midnimadu waa wax waajiba weeye waxay naga dhintay carruur fara badan oo soddon ka badan waan ognahay oo ama hays dileen ama isdirin marka waxa weeyaan waxaan aaminsanahay in ay ahaan lahayd wanaagsanaan lahayd carruurtaas in la soo qabto waxaan u baahannahay cadaalad waxaan rabnaa dadka aan dooranno oo meeshaan laga xukumo magaalada Columbus inay mas'uul ka noqdaan dhibaatadii community ku dhacday waayo annagu waxaan ka mid nahay bulshada magaalada degan waxaana xaq u leenahay ninkii criminalka ah oo Mohamed Hassen qabtay in la qabto baan u baahannahay waxaan codsanaynaa. Also, I met Somali business community. Even today, even though the Kale announced like $10,000 award, they are working on even over $100,000 to award as a Somali community business leader met today. So we'll talk about it later on today. But thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support. And we are grateful to being in Columbus, being a friend of every faith and everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Hassen. I have been advised that we can push a little more Salat al-Asr. So in regards to that, we would have a few more speakers, and then we would be praying Asr, inshallah. So I have here with me Dr. Mohamed from Ask Muslim, who have also worked with Dr. Mohamed Hassen. He would say a few words. But please, I ask everyone to keep it short to 2 to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I have known Sheikh Mohamed Hassen for many years, and I worked with him closely in many levels. And I can tell you for sure, this man is an honorable man that really helped the community, Muslims and non-Muslims at all levels. A man who was after the help of the orphans, a man after the help of trying to establish peace in the community, a man after helping the youth in the community. And as our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, have taught us, and this is very important, brothers and sisters, that he taught us that if God, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves an individual, he would call upon Jibreel, and he would tell him, Ya Jibreel, Inni uhibbu fulan ibn fulan. Oh Jibreel, I love this person, son of this person. And then what would happen? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us that فَيُوضَعُ لَهُ الْقُبُولَ فِي الْأَرْضِ, that people would accept him, people would love him. People, whether they know him and whether they don't know him, they would love him. And this is a proof of your presence here, brothers and sisters. For the brothers over there, please, we will pray together, inshallah. So don't start, please.
Don't start. No, don't start.
So the point here, brothers and sisters, that our presence here is the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that I believe He loved this man. God Almighty loved this man. And the point here, brothers and sisters, is that we want and we urge everyone to find a decent disclosure to what happened to this man. Because if we don't do that, then I would believe, and I think all the faith leaders here believe with me too, that we would become vulnerable ourselves. Because how, if a man of this caliber went like this, what is going to protect any of us for the same thing to happen to them? Brothers and sisters, this is something that we have to push for, and we have to work with together, and we have to show solidarity among ourselves to make sure that we reach and see the truth and justice happen to this man. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless all of you and thank you all. Jazakumullahu khair.
Assalamu alaikum. For those of you who wanted to pray Asr, please wait 10 more minutes. We would be praying together. So please, you can come back and join the rest of the crowd. Again, here we have Dr. Imam Abdurrahman Sheikh Umar, who is also one of the founders of Ayana, which is an Islamic organization in North America, but also an Islamic scholar. I would wanted to invite to the podium Dr. Oh, okay. He is here, so he will say a few words. And then once we finish the remainder of the speakers, then we can all pray together Salatul Asr. So please give us a few more minutes.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I thank everybody who came here to support Imam Mohamed Hassan Adam. And I came from Minnesota, flew to here to participate the funeral of Mohamed Hassan. We lost a great Imam, a great father, a great person to all humanity, and we are very sad to lose Dr. Sheikh Mohamed Hassan Adam, and we ask Allah to give him his Jannah and his reward. We, as a Muslim community, as a Somali community, as the organization that he was a secretary of it, nobody can feel the position that he was filling, Mohamed Hassan. And what we ask for the government, we don't see the crime that was committed by killing Dr. Mohamed Hassan. We don't see the justice. Everyone dies, but we wanted the justice who committed this crime to Imam Muhammad. We are asking justice, and we are asking justice now, right now. There is no even a suspect for the killing of Imam Muhammad, who prayed the Maghrib, and he went outside, and he is missing. We have found his body, and we buried yesterday. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him Jannah. We are very sad. We are very sad. We feel. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. We have 2 more speakers, and then after that we will be praying Asr, inshallah. But before we do that, I would wanted to have here the son and the daughter of our late brother Imam Mohamed Hassan to say a few words, and then we'll do the remaining 2 speakers. Okay, we have here both the daughter and the son of late Imam Mohamed Hassan. Again, we are here, all of us, to show our support for getting justice for Imam Mohamed. So I would ask if they could say a few words, and then we would deal with the remainder of the speakers.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessing be all over you. My name is Mohamed Hassan. Thank you so much for gathering here, showing your support. And I'm so sorry I can't talk a lot, but I really do apologize if I can't say a couple of sentences straight. Thank you so much, all of you. I really appreciate for giving me the support. To say a brief words about my dad. My dad was a father. He was a husband. He was a friend. And most importantly, he was my best friend and my mentor. To be honest with you, I thought he shown us, only his family, the love. But today I realized that the love and the care that he had for us, he also had for his community. He also had for community, for different I'm so sorry. One of the best things that I learned from him was to care everyone and be open-hearted. He never yelled at people, and he never showed any hatred, no matter what. He used to say, "It's okay," and just move on. Don't hate that person, and don't do anything to that person because it's gonna be okay. And he usually always tell me, "It's gonna be okay," and I don't think we will be okay, but if we get the justice, if we get the police and the detectives and everyone shown us the justice that my dad deserved, I will realize that this is the time that we're gonna be okay. Because I lost my dad today, and you might lose your dad at the same time. So we need to do something today. That way we need to prevent our nearest future, the kids and everyone. And I'm so sorry, I don't think I can talk enough. Thank you so much.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohamed Hassen. We thank everyone who has come here today to seek justice for my father. His legacy will not be forgotten. We appreciate the efforts of the city, the police, and Mayor Ginther to provide as many resources as possible to the investigation. Thousands of people love my father and need answers as soon as possible. We recognize that the process can take time, but we want a detailed investigation without unnecessary delay, and for city and police officials to keep our family informed at every step of the way. We call upon the community to be respectful to law enforcement and work with the police to solve this crime. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, and may Allah rest his soul in peace. We have, like I said, 2 more speakers, and then after that we will be praying Asr. The Asr prayer call would be done by Abdul Khabir Mohamed, and then Asr prayer would be led by Imam Mustafa. So I would like to have here the Chairman of the Islamic Association of North America, Dr. Mohamed Mursal, to say a few words. And then we have 1 more speaker, and then we will pray Asr, inshallah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy on our beloved brother, Sheikh, Imam, and Dr. Mohamed Hassen. Ameen. My name is Imam Mohamed Mursal from Minnesota, and I am the chairman of Ayana, Islamic Association of North America, an umbrella that has more than 40 mosques and Islamic centers, that Imam Mohamed Hassen was the secretary of this organization. We lost Imam, we lost a great father, we lost a great man. Those of you who don't know Imam Mohamed Hassen, I learned him in 2000. From that time till now, Mohamed Hassen was working for the da'wah and helping other people. From Ayana member, we have more than 20 imams who are here today. More than 20 imams who are here today to attend this solidarity for Imam Mohamed Hassen. For Somali speakers, aniga waxaa la yidhaahdaa Imam Mohamed Mursal. Waxaan ka nimid Minnesota. Waxaan chairmankeeda ahay hay-adda la yidhaahda Ayana. Ayana maxay tahay? Waa Islamic Association of North America. Waa hay-adda ugu weyn ama hay-adaha ugu waaweyn ee muslimiintu ay leeyihiin bay ka mid tahay. Imam Mohamed wuxuu ahaa lately elected secretary of Ayana. qofna booskiisa nooma buuxin karo. qofna booskiisa nooma buuxin karo. saa darteed waxaan weynay oo naga dhintay qof aad iyo aad noogu qaali ah oo aan runtii u baahannahay in cadaalad helo. One last point to add. I am so disappointed not to see elected officials and Governor and Mayor on this location today. What do we need?
Justice!
What do we need?
Justice!
What do we need?
Justice!
When?
Now!
When?
Now!
My dear brother and sister, I am from Minnesota. I am 100% sure if this happened in Minnesota, my governor, Tim Wallace, would be at this point. And I need the governor of Ohio to be here. And we need justice. What do we need one more time?
Justice!
What do we need?
Justice!
What do we need?
Justice!
When?
Now!
When?
Now!
When?
Now!
Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. We have one more speaker, and then after that, we would be praying Asr, inshallah. Like I said earlier, you know, Mohamed, Dr. Imam Mohamed has touched so many lives. He was a businessman, he was a father, he was a husband, he was a brother, he was a community leader, in all of that. So I would wanted to have here again Dr. Imam Yusuf Abdullah, who is also a member of the Islamic Association of North America. And then after that, we would be praying. So brother Abdul Khabir Mohamed, the son of late Mohamed, is going to call the Asr prayer. And then Imam Mustafa is going to lead also Asr prayer, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Yusuf Abdullah, Y-U-S-U-F, Abdullah, A-B-D-U-L-L-E. I'm the Executive Director of Ayana, Islamic Association of North America. And I am so moved, encouraged, emboldened by all of you here today. It's okay, I know. If I get this closer, I have to get to my... So, I am really encouraged by these beautiful faces who came out for Imam Sheikh Mohamed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have his mercy on him. I have two messages to share with you. A lot have been said, and a lot will be said. And our actions will speak louder than our voices today. First thing I would like to say is I'm carrying a message from his family that Imam Mohamed he bought luggage and bags for the kids, for his children, to take them for vacation. They were ready. He never did. He was not able to take them. You can understand that. As a father, as a child, as a parent, your kids are waiting for you to take them for vacation. And you will never be there to take them to that vacation. The second message is, we know who Sheikh Mohamed is. We know what he did. I personally believe as his legacy lives on, we did not lose him. As long as his legacy lives on and we keep it on and alive, Sheikh Mohamed will be with us. That is our duty. The third point I would like to say is, we need those who murdered Sheikh Mohamed to be brought to justice as soon as possible. Yep. We need commitments, not lip services. Yep. We need plans, strategies to solve these cold cases of young Somali boys. We need Sheikh Mohamed's case to be a key for solving all these cold cases. The Attorney General, the Mayor's office, the police department, the elected officials have all responsibilities to safeguard the community, to protect them, to solve the murders. It is not fair that Columbus, I'm not from Columbus, Ohio, has a higher rate in murders than Chicago. Can you believe that? It is not nice in Chicago. It is not nice in here. People, it is not statistics. People, it's numbers are people. We're talking about people. One is money. So brothers and sisters, please let's keep that legacy of Sheikh Mohamed, fight for the justice and bring those perpetrators to justice. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for all of you here. But I just want to make sure that we thank more than enough for the interfaith leaders that are here, that without them, we wouldn't be able also to be here. They have really shown us the support. And once we finish the Asr prayer, inshallah, we would be going back to the church. So again, thank you so much for all of you showing up this peaceful match and showing support for seeking justice for Imam Mohamed. I would like to have here Brother Abdul Khabir to call for Adhan for Asr prayer.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Thank you so much, all of you, from the bottom of our heart. Again, our condolences goes to the family. It's time to pray, inshallah. Sheikh Mustafa, our Sheikh, will lead the salah. I would appreciate if you can give a space to the sisters who want to pray and make sure the lines are okay. And inshallah, a few of us will be the volunteers who will watch over. Barakallah feekum, Sheikh Mustafa. وقت يرسي إن شاء الله الشيخ مصطفى جزاك الله خيرا.
ما عدا نقعد وينه؟ ديانة. daawadayaal sidaad la socoteenba sheekha ayaa waxaa la dilay maalintii arbacada aynu soo dhaafnay ayaa la waayey waxaana meedkiisa la helay jimcihii aynu soo dhaafnay ayaa meedkiisa la helay Lamo Ohio ama City Hallka qofka u yaqaano si markaasi loo tuso dalka Mareykanka iyo guud ahaan Mareykanka iyo magaalada tan ee Columbus Ohio qofka uu ahaa Sheekh Mohamed barnaamijkii hadda ayuu soo gabagabay hadda salaadii casir ayaa la sii galayaa bacda salaadii casirna waxaa lagu laaban doonaa goobta aan ka soo bilownay mudaharaadka intaan dib dambe u kulmi doono daawadayaasha sida tooska ah inooga daawanayay Shaaciya TV waxaan idinkaga tegaynaa wassalaamu calaykum waraxmatullaahi wabarakaatuh.